1 p.m. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister says the government will achieve the target of planting 10 billion trees across the country by involving the provinces in the national cause. The Parliamentary Committee on Kashmir meets in Islamabad today to discuss the situation in occupied Kashmir. In India, the Bharatiya Janata Party government has revoked Article 370 of the Constitution through a presidential order ending the special status given to the state of occupied Kashmir. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian authorities have imposed undeclared curfew in the territory. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan says the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf government will achieve the target of planting 10 billion trees across the country during its term by involving all the provinces in the national cause. He was addressing a ceremony after inaugurating monsoon tree plantation campaign by planting a sapling in Islamabad today. The Prime Minister expressed the resolve to fight the climate change effects by planting trees across the country to protect the environment for the future generations. He said the youth has a major role to play in making the tree plantation drive a success. He said the national parks will be developed across the country. He said Pakistan will become an example for the world in making the land green. A meeting of the Parliamentary Committee on Kashmir will be held in Islamabad today to discuss the prevailing situation in occupied Kashmir and the use of cluster bombs on innocent civilians by the Indian forces. The chairman of the committee, Syed Fakhr Imam, will preside over the meeting. The Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Information and Broadcasting, Dr. Firdaus Ashikawan, says Pakistan will continue extending moral, diplomatic, and political support to the Kashmiris until they achieve their inalienable right to self-determination under the United Nations Security Council resolutions. In a series of tweets today, she said India must not forget that the nation understanding struggle for its just cause cannot be defeated by any gun, tyranny, or conspiracy. Dr. Firdaus Ashikawan said OIC's support to the people of occupied Kashmir for their inalienable right to self-determination is another defeat of the tyrant and law violator, India. The independent Permanent Human Rights Commission of OIC has strongly condemned human rights violations in Indian occupied Kashmir. The commission deplored the lack of respect and insensitivity shown by the Indian government towards the international human rights law, the United Nations Security Council resolutions, and its human rights obligations. In India, the Bharatiya Janata Party government has revoked Article 370 of the Constitution through a presidential order ending the special status given to the state of occupied Kashmir. According to a notification issued by India's Ministry of Law and Justice, the Constitution application to Jammu and Kashmir Order 2019 will come into force at once and shall thereupon supersede the Constitution application to Jammu and Kashmir Order 1954. Earlier, the Indian Home Minister Amit Shah introduced a resolution in Rajya Sabha seeking revocation of Article 370. Speaking on the occasion, he said the entire constitution will be applicable to Jammu and Kashmir state, ending the state's rights to make its own laws. Article 370, which grants its significant autonomy to occupied Kashmir, is sensitive because it is the basis on which the princely state of Jammu and Kashmir joined India when it was partitioned in 1947. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian authorities have imposed undeclared curfew, imposing complete bar on the movement of people, holding of any kind of public meetings and rallies in length and the breadth of the territory. All educational institutions have been closed while internet services snapped across occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The entire resistance leadership, including Sayyid Ali Gilani and Mirwais Umar Farooq, have been placed under house arrest or detained in jails. Former Puppet Chief Minister Mehbooba Mufti and Umar Abdullah have also been placed under house arrest. In Afghanistan, at least 16 Taliban militants have been killed in separate airstrikes during the past 24 hours. In Yemen, Houthi militants launched drone attacks on the airports of Abha and Najran and the King Khalid Air Base in Saudi Arabia. Spokesman for the Houthi military activities has confirmed the attacks. And finally, hockey. The final of the 65th Air Marshal Noor Khan National Hockey Championship is being played between National Bank of Pakistan and Swiss Southern Gas Company in Karachi today. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link, facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.